Hello, welcome back to the Beautiful Xiangqi channel. Today, we continue our quest to appreciate the games in the Invincible Xiangqi manual. In previous episodes, we took a very close look at the first volume of the book, which is the Zi volume, and we named it Confident Cannon Moves. The book's second volume is called Chu, the second character of the book's name. Similar to the Zi volume, the Chu volume contains 5 games, each starting with a new identical opening that is shared between this new set of 5, just like Zi. This new opening is called the opposite direction cannon, which means starting the game with central cannons in converse direction, also known as 猎手炮 in Chinese. Here, we roughly translated it as adverse cannon moves, of which the Chinese character 猎 or to list, to line up, has a similar pronunciation in some Chinese dialects, Southern Ming for example, as the character 逆, which means adverse or against. In this opposite direction cannon opening, both sides open the game with central cannons but in opposite directions, and one side would develop relatively actively, the other side passively, and the positions where each side attacks either side of the chessboard tend to happen. The game we will be sharing today is the first game of the adverse cannon moves. I've named it Scooping Up the Moon of Mirage, based on the critical position at the end of the game. Red moves first. The first move, red cannon 8 traverses to file 5, black cannon 8 traverses to file 5. Both sides develop their cannons to the central file in opposite directions, that is, the opposite direction cannon opening, hence the adverse cannon moves. The second move, red horse 8 jumps to file 7, black's horse 2 jumps to file 1. Black develops the horse towards the edge file to the right, intending to avoid red's potential moves of developing filed chariot and advancing to the pawn rank to take the pawn and suppress the horse, then inhibiting black's pieces on its right flank. The third move, red chariot 9 moves to file 8. Black chariot 1 moves to file 2. The fourth move, red chariot 8 advances for 4 points. Black horse 8 jumps to file 7. Red's filed chariot advances to patrol the riverbank rank, which is called the riverbank chariot or patrolling chariot. It takes control of the high land on the riverbank rank. There is a Xiangqi saying that goes, patrolling chariot contributes to obstructing enemy pieces. It does not only have the function of obstructing enemy pieces, but also supporting friendly pieces to get out and attack. Therefore, it is a good position with importance for the one who develops a filed chariot for both offensive and defensive advantages. The fifth move, red horse 2 jumps to file 1, black chariot 9 traverses to file 8. The sixth move, red chariot 1 traverses to file 2, black chariot 8 advances for 4 points. The seventh move, red pawn 1 advances for 1 point, black pawn 1 advances for 1 point. Both sides push their pawns in front of their horses to clear the path for the horses. The eighth move, red horse 1 jumps to file 2, black horse 1 jumps to file 2. The ninth move, red chariot 8 traverses to file 4, black chariot 8 traverses to file 4. In these two moves, red horse jumped to the riverbank rank with support from the patrolling chariot, and the cannon behind it attacked black's patrolling chariot. Then red continued moving the chariot sideways to file 4, black followed in the footsteps of red, which resulted in a symmetrical position. Generally, at a symmetrical position, both sides have similar maneuvers to mobilize friendly pieces, attack, and capture opposing pieces. It seems reasonable to consider it as an even situation. However, black is in fact down a tempo, and thus more likely to lose out. The 10th move, red horse 2 advances to file 4, black pawn 7 advances for 1 point. At this point, red horse had already jumped across the river. If black continues imitating and plays horse 2 to file 4, red will play horse 4 retreating to file 6 and win a piece. so that black has not been able to play the same move and instead choose to push the pawn to invite a trade for red horse. The 11th move, red horse 4 jumps to file 3, take the horse. Black cannon 2 traverses to file 7, recapture. The 12th move, red cannon 5 advances for 4 points. Black advisor 4 advances to file 5. In these two moves, red swapped the horse and took the black central pawn. We can analyze the position from 3 aspects. The first aspect is that the basic value of the traded pieces is the same. Secondly, from the aspect of the movements of the horses, red's horse had moved 4 turns, 1, 2, 3, 4, while black horse had only made 1 move, which means red lost 3 tempos after the exchange. Thirdly, from that of the pieces structure, black central pawn has become an unrooted piece. The red's chariot here occupies the open file, which means it can now work with the central cannon, creating great potential for attacks. Red advanced the cannon and took the black pawn. Thereby, red has formed a structure which imposes a powerful control of iron bolt formation over black central file. Black central file is restrained, and the left flank lacks defensive force, which makes it difficult for black to defend itself. All of a sudden, the situation of black is bankrupt. We can conclude that when it comes to the middle game, when most of the pieces have already gone out, it would be insufficient to just simply analyze the position based on the value of pieces and tempos. It should be done based more on the functions of combinations of pieces. The 13th move, red cannon 2 advances by 7 points. Black general 5 moves to file 4. Red cannon marched to black's bottom rank, creating a heaven and earth cannons formation and supporting the chariot on the 4th file, which threatens to checkmate on the next move with iron bolt checkmate. Black has to move the general to avoid the checkmate. The 14th move, red chariot 2 advances by 8 points. Black chariot 2 advances by 1 point. The 15th move, red chariot 2 traverses to file 5. Black chariot 2 retakes. Red chariot reached the throat rank of black. The move, which is known as throat-cutting checkmate, with chariot 2 taking black's advisor on the centroid, has destroyed black's linked advisor, which protected the general, and taken down black's bastion of central file. Black's palace is now a piece of broken jade. Let's summarize the learnings today from the game. The symmetrical position evolved from the opposite direction cannons. Exchanging horses was for taking over opponent's central file bastion. Deploy heaven and earth cannons to seal opposing general's fate. How amazing would it be to actually scoop up the moon of Mirage in the sea? Thank you for watching, and I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Bye for now and stay tuned for our upcoming videos.